These are backcast drills. I'm telling you, I think backcast drills might be the most important drill you can do, and I don't think a person can get a whole lot better at casting distance or accuracy without really thinking consciously about your backcast. So I do these drills a lot. I do them into the wind quite a bit. We're going to go through the progression of the drill, and when I do them into the wind's coming from my left to my right, so I'll have to turn around to do the drill into the wind, but I want to show you how important it is. Most people ignore their back cast, and the only way you're going to have a good forward cast is to have a good back cast. You can't really see your back cast, you just have to feel it. You have to have enough, quote, muscle memory to understand that you have a good back cast. Generally speaking, if your forward cast fails, 99 times out of 100, it's because something was wrong with your back cast. So let's do some back cast drills. Drill number 1 in this series, just the line drill, grass drill we've talked about in chapter 1 under fundamentals. All we're going to try to do is on our back cast especially, try to make a really tight loop by having an appropriate casting arc and a really firm stop along with really nice acceleration, smooth acceleration. So right now I've got the wind going that way, so it should be pretty easy to do. It's not much of a wind, and I'm trying to get the tightest loop I can. Get that loop as tight as you can. Now you can turn around. Now I've got a wind coming this way. Turn around and do it into the wind. Tight loop, straighten out your leader. Nice tight loop. Firm stop. Appropriate casting arc. Now you got that done, go ahead and take out 2 feet or 3 feet and do it again. See if you can do it with a couple more feet. Now the wind's about the same direction, but now I'm going almost 50 feet with this. Nice tight loops. That one, little tracking error, kind of went up in the air. That was a good one. Drill number 1. I'm just going to do that, extending line until I start to fail. Now I've got a pretty good little headwind. I'm going to work into that wind. If you can cast into the wind with that backstroke, you're in pretty good shape. Now we're just going to extend our line out to about 45 feet and do the exact same drill, and we'll turn around and do it into the wind in a second with a double haul. Nice tight loop. Get it flat and straight in front, out and forward cast. Nice tight loop. You get that down pretty good. Extend that 4 or 5 feet. Do it again until the point of failure, then retract it just a little bit. Now I'm going to go into this wind. Of course, just as soon as I do that, the wind dies a little bit. But right now, nice back cast right into that wind. A little bit of tracking error. You'll notice the fly line's coming up. Oops, hooked on the grass. There, that's a good one. So that's drill number 2. Drill number 3, we're going to repeat drill number 1, except we're going to try to shoot. So all we're going to do is start with about 45 feet of line, leave a little bit of line here, make sure it's nice and straight, no slack, and see how much line you can get rid of, because that's a good indicator of how efficient your back cast is. If you can't shoot any line, so I've got probably, looks like about 12 feet of line here. So what I'm going to try to do is shoot it. Hook the grass, let's try it again. There, shot it all nice and tight, went straight, so that's good, 12 feet. Now I'm going to go and try to see if I can do that, same amount of line with the wind. One hand, no haul. Of course, now the wind just died, so it's going to be easy, or easier, so still a little bit. We're going to do the same thing. Almost, didn't quite do it, just with that little bit of wind. So I'm going to try it again. Same amount of line I'd had on the other side. There we go. So that went out and straightened out. So now, that's drill number 3. Drill number 4, you're going to do the same thing except with a haul. So you're going to do the same thing, and of course you can probably use more line. So now you're going to use a haul. Of course it helps if you don't step on it. Use a haul. Boom. Pull it back. Maybe use a little bit more line this time. Still leave your 12 feet or so. There we go. Now we got a little bit of a wind coming that direction again, so let's see what we can do with the wind at our back, or to our back side. Good. So I shot quite a bit of it, didn't quite get it all. Didn't get it all again. Got about almost all of it. So here's 12 feet. There. So that one went all the way straight. It's parallel to the tape. I mean, everything is perfectly straight and my line is gone. So that's what we're going to do. Just keep going until you meet failure, retract a little bit of line, and do it again. But those drills are really good. The only thing you can add to a backcast drill that I would suggest is some kind of accuracy. Because if you're going to get into Barnegat Bay, you're going to be on a flats boat or someplace where you need to have a backhanded cast with some oomph on it and a double haul and parallel to the water, then you need to work on accuracy. So you just set up targets, and this is much harder. This accuracy is much harder than accuracy on a forward cast, especially overhand. So practice it because it can be very, very useful. So those are the backhanded drills I do. So there's 5 of them altogether if you include the accuracy drill.